The fog rolls in thick, cloaking everything in its path. It's a small island, Kyuquot Island, located off the coast of Vancouver Island. A peaceful, serene place. Or at least, that's how it seemed, until the mysterious disappearance of an entire family. No one saw it coming, and no one has been able to explain it. Tonight, we dive deep into the eerie disappearance that still haunts the people of British Columbia. Could it be a tragic accident, or something far darker? But before we jump in, have you ever wondered what you would do if you were the last one left on an island, alone? Let that thought linger while we explore the unsettling case of the Kyuoto Island family. It was the fall of 2003 when the Bissett family, Father Mark, Mother Helen, and their 2 children, Sam and Grace, set out for their usual weekend getaway to Kyuquot Island. The family had been going to the island for years, drawn to its quiet beauty and the simple joy of escaping the pressures of everyday life. But on this trip, something was different. The weather reports predicted a storm, but nothing unusual for the region. Winds and rain, typical for the season. Nothing to worry about, until the Bissetts simply vanished. No signs of struggle, no calls for help. Just the eerie silence of an empty cabin, with no trace of where they went. When the family failed to return, a search party was immediately dispatched. They scoured the island. They searched the nearby waters. Yet, nothing. Somewhere during the search, one question kept coming up. Was there something they missed? Could it have been something or someone else? Pause for a moment. Let's take a breath. Imagine you're in a similar situation. Your family disappears and no one knows where they've gone. You're left in the middle of nowhere. What would you do? Weeks passed. The search continued, but the mystery only deepened. Local authorities were baffled. It wasn't just the disappearance itself. There was no evidence to explain it. No broken windows, no signs of forced entry. It was as if they had simply walked out of their cabin and into thin air. There were theories, of course. Some believed the family had been swept away by the storm, that a freak wave had caught them off guard. Others suggested a wild animal attack, though the injuries would have been much more evident. And then there were those who whispered that the Bissetts had been the victims of something far more sinister. And then came the report that sent chills down the spine of every investigator. A local fisherman, one who frequented the waters around Kyuquot, claimed to have seen something strange just days after the family's disappearance. He spoke of a dark figure moving on the shoreline at night, its features obscured by the thick fog. Was it a person or something more? Authorities dismissed the report as the ramblings of a man whose mind had been affected by the isolation of the island. But others weren't so quick to brush it off. They began to wonder, could something or someone be lurking on Kyuquot Island, waiting for the next family to disappear? Okay, I know what you're thinking. A dark figure. Really? What is this? A ghost story? Well, buckle up, because things are about to get even weirder. Months passed and the case went cold. Just when it seemed like the Bissetts' disappearance would remain a tragic mystery, a discovery was made. A discovery that no one was prepared for. An old weathered diary was found inside a hidden compartment of the family cabin. The diary belonged to Helen Bissett, the mother. In the entries, Helen described unsettling events leading up to their trip to Kyuquot Island. Strange occurrences that started well before they left. Sounds in the night, shadows moving just outside the windows, and a feeling of being watched. One entry, written the night before they disappeared, sent shivers down the spine of everyone who read it. We've heard them too, now, the whispers in the dark. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who they are, but I think it's too late to leave. Was it some sort of mental breakdown? Or did Helen know something? Something that no one could have prepared for? We've heard them too now. The whispers in the dark. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who they are. But I think it's too late to leave. Was it some sort of mental breakdown? Or did Helen know something? Something that no one could have prepared for? If you're still hooked on this eerie mystery, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more chilling stories. And while you're at it, check out this other disturbing tale on the screen right now. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and remember, some mysteries are better left unsolved.